Here I'm going to take one of these parts and I'm actually going to duplicate it and then rotate it to be on a curved path rather than in a straight line. The first thing I'll do is I will just do a normal Control C, Control V to take one of these over here, and I will move over here with it. This is still connected to these ones here, so something to note is if I make a change inside one of these, you can see it making changes to the ones that I made originally. So the first thing to do is make sure that we actually make this unique and just do a wee test to ensure that nothing I do here is actually going to affect anything else. So it's not, so we're good, and we can come back out in the clear. It's really worth checking if you are modeling really smartly and you're actually just using other architectural features or other design product features from another part, for example, a bolt or some kind of architectural joinery type feature. So I'm just going to orbiting around to get the right view. It's really important not to be always modeling in this view, to be modeling in the view that's going to best fit our needs. What I'm going to try to aim to achieve is a nice big copy of them in a path. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is just check that they are all connected. Yes, I'm going to get the rotation tool this time, not the move tool. So rotation tool shortcut is Q. And just like when we move, I'm actually going to rotate it on the ground from the center point, not from here, not from here, unless that is your design intention. And I'm using my arrow keys right now to kind of force it down on the ground. So that's a blue axis. So there it is there. With that found, I can just move it out and you'll notice the dotted lines, which are red, extending out from that point. Now, you might have already done a crisscross within a box or within a circle. You might have found the center of that. Right now, I'm just going to stop here. I'm going to click, go back in towards that point. So I've clicked and taken my hands off the trackpad or off the mouse completely. And just the same as we did earlier, I'm going to hit Control key and you'll notice that black plus button comes up, but this time it's next to the rotation tool. That's the one we've selected. And we're just going to click and move. And again, you can specify an angle this time. So if you look down bottom right-hand corner, you'll see this is 24.1. I can make this 25 degrees and enter. And just the same as previous, I could then, before I do anything else, type ×5, enter. Now that hasn't actually worked out too well. There's a little not been separated. So two things, I could either go back and I could do that again. But in fact, because I hadn't made this, this may work. Click on here. Oh, yeah, because it's still a unique component, they're all bound and all joined together. So I'm actually still able to come in here and push that detail back and make any other changes to it I like, and it will make changes to the whole thing. Let's use a pencil tool and maybe put this in a slight slope and click that surface and push that back. So here I'm also actually showing you that the pencil tool is used to divide up the space. If you're not a basic user, you should know those simple things already. And then just click back out. So that is how you copy something on an array. It's very similar to the previous step, only we're using Q, the rotation tool, instead of the move tool, from a designated center point, which you may have already made, or like me, you could have just made it up right there and then to practice that skill.